My name is Brian Weezer, and today I'm gonna discuss my annotations for my article from Mexican preparation during the Great Depression explained. So these are my notes, my annotations. Sorry, these are my questions at the bottom, and I'm going to discuss them. So one of the first quotes that I looked at, it was very long, so I had to kind of shorten it down. So it said, according to Los Angeles County statistics, more than 60% of those deported were U.S. citizens, right? And what I basically asked was, this passage basically shocked me because it showed just how many that were deported were actually U.S. citizens. That kind of, I mean, that still happens today at this point, which is kind of still crazy that shit still happens like that. And this means that people were targeted based on color, ethnicity, rather than legal status. And then for the next quote that really stood out to me, this probably stuck out to me the most. I should have wrote it first, but it goes something like this. The deportations often took place without due process, so basically they were violating their rights. And Mexicans were targeted because of the proximity of the Mexican border and easily identified barrios. So this quote stood out to me the most because it was one of the most strongest examples of injustice discussed in the articles, right? And then some of the questions I have that after reading the article was, why were Mexicans deported without due process? That is your right. You need to have a due process. They're violating their rights. What rights were promised to Mexicans under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and were those promises kept or not? That's basically it. Thanks, Brian.